This is a message to South African government. You guys keep on putting yourself in America's business. What if they come and scoop Cyril up? How easily do you think can they scoop Cyril up here? We only have like 2-3 jets that's barely working. America sent helicopters to Venezuela. Do you guys have helicopter drivers here with that flamethrower stuff that they use on Maduro? Just because Maduro didn't want to give up his presidency and his own country asked America for help because he didn't want to step down, and the citizens was unhappy because they were treated unfairly.
I came in this country when I was 10 years old, and ever since I was born, every single person in power of the country has abused us and abused of their power.
Yo, what's up and welcome to Common Sense. The world is divided. Right, wrong. Left, right. Those that love dictators like Cyril Ramaphosa and the leader of EFF, Julius Malema, because they're wannabes. And also, you get those that are against it, like myself. I'm going to say it like it is. I think dictators are the scum of the earth because of what they do to their own people. Now, you must be wondering who I'm talking about. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification so that you are always up to date with what's happening here on Common Sense. So the beef between President Trump and the so-called president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, has been going on for a while. Trump has been giving out a couple of warnings, and it seems like Maduro did not care. He felt like because he's in Venezuela, Trump cannot touch him. Because he reminds himself of Sleepy Joe as Biden. He thinks America is just going to talk and do absolutely nothing. And so this was the welcome that Maduro sent out to Trump to come fetch him.
Venga por mí. Aquí no esperan Miraflores. No se tarde en llegar, cobarde.
And so Trump had to respond. Trump was like, you know what? To see that you welcome me, I'm going to respond to what you are saying. And then Trump just decided this is a moment of FAFO. And so this had to be an eye-opening to all the leaders out there in the world. Leaders, presidents, prime ministers, kings, queens, had to see that America is back and they have a leader with a backbone. And then, I have to say, and then, Trump went on his socials and he posted, the United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. So a lot of people are going to say to me, Andre, but he is the president. No, he's not. He's a fugitive. Because you'll see here that there's been put out a bounty of $50 million on him.
For the past 25 years, Venezuela has been subjected to an oppressive regime under the presidency of Hugo Chavez and Nicolás Maduro. I say presidency because Nicolás Maduro is a dictator. He has undermined democratic institutions, suppressed political opposition, restricted freedom of press, rigged elections and lacked transparency, violated human rights through arbitrary detentions and torture of protesters, and most recently, this Sunday, July 28th, Nicolás Maduro infringed upon popular sovereignty by once again declaring himself president after losing the elections to Edmundo González.
The South African government had to get involved. I don't know why. I have no idea why, because the South African government does not have an impact on the world platform. We don't. We do not. And the reason why is because the world can see that all we have is a bunch of fat, greedy politicians, and all they want is money. All they want is to control. And so the world sees it. So they do not take us serious. But to see that South African government once again has chosen the side of dictators because they're friends with dictators like in Russia and China and Iran, they have felt from their perspective that they had to run to the UN. Like, let's be clear, what the hell can the UN do about America? What can they do? Absolutely nothing. The UN can do nothing, but the South African government felt that they need to run to the UN like a bunch of pansies because they felt that they have some kind of impact in the world. They ran to the UN Security Council for a session. Can you believe it? South African government. The government that doesn't have an army, doesn't have a navy.
Do you guys have helicopter drivers here with that flamethrower stuff that they use on Maduro?
Has nothing. But for some other reason, they felt like they needed to get involved. And we know for a fact that these guys love dictators. The South African government loves dictators. We see, yes, Cyril Ramaphosa in 2020 stating that he had a call with his brother. His brother. I would like to know from the South African government as well as EFF leader Julius Malema, what law has America broke? What law? Please tell me. What law? Show me. But South Africa, the rest of the world, I want to show you how the Venezuelan people celebrated the news when the dictator was captured by Donald Trump. Check this out. So South Africa and the rest of the world, we can see that the South African government would rather take the side of dictators than the side of people with common sense. Cyril Ramaphosa, aka Cupcake, as well as Julius Malema, always wanted to be dictators, always wanted to control the people, always create laws to oppress the people. And yet again, the world get to see who is on the right and who is in the wrong. And those that support dictators, I will say to you this: you are the problem in this world today. You are the problem. You believe that the communist system, the socialist system will work when we all know for a fact it's an epic fail. The Venezuelan people have just showed you once again that communist does not work. Socialist does not work. But you'll always have a group of people in this world that are dumb as lazy, that do not want to go out there and do something for their families and their communities. They would rather want handouts from a government that will oppress them by so-called freedom. And at the end of the day, you need people like Donald J. Trump to go and save. Well, I'll keep you up to date with what's happening between Venezuela and America. But South Africa, this is a clear indication for you and I, as citizens of this country, who the government supports. They support dictators because they want to be a dictator. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you put your thoughts down below in the comment section. Have a fantastic day. God bless.